Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. This is another session of our celebrity coach, Laura St. John. For those of you who missed last week, if you missed, please go and watch the recording. It was absolutely mind-blowing. She spoke on the 10 money blocks and how to remove those blocks. And she jumped off, and then she was so kind enough to come again tonight in sharing a little bit more, and actually just for the questions that you have, because I'm sure that you guys are burning with a lot of questions. So she's got 30 minutes. So we're going to jump ahead with the questions. Laura, I'm going to give it over to you. Thank you so much again.
Amazing, Lizelle. I love working with you. It is true. Like positive energy attracts positive energy. And if you're feeling really negative in your life right now and you want to flip it to the positive, who you surround yourself with plays a very important role in that. And especially if you have a lot of toxicity in your maybe like very current surrounding, it might even be in your household, it might be in your current work environment. How to surround yourself with other people is game changer. So last session, I did the top 10 money blocks, watch the recording, and how to unblock them. I just at least gave you one snippet. I love answering questions. I feel like when I get to your nitty gritty, like questions, it's really important because you can suddenly get another spark to see solutions, because solutions are everywhere. If you are brand new to me, I'm Laura St. John. I'm a celebrity mindset coach. I teach people how to get unstuck, see past their struggles, and create what's next. And the big piece that I want to teach you, and you'll see in the Q&A today, is to stop fixing everything. Stop fixing all the problems and start creating your next chapter. It may even be the same actions, but it's a very different intent. And if you're really sick and tired of always being stuck in the problem and your dreams are feeling small in comparison to your problems, I know I'm meant for you. I know this content is designed exactly for you. So if you're feeling really tired and frustrated with your current results, my job is to teach you how to unstuck that problem. And it's by shifting your mindset, shifting what you believe about your current struggles, and seeing beyond them. If you can see past them, that is getting unstuck. That is, you can unstuck yourself. And I want to teach you faster tools, different techniques, using yourself to get there faster. And that's what I'm really, really known for. So I'm like, just roll up our sleeves. Let's get to work. So let's do that. I'm going to call on Pam and then Daph, I think. Welcome in, Pam. Come on in. You may ask a question. You're going to have to unmute. Go ahead.
Okay.
And Lizelle, if you
Hi,
can
hi, Laura.
lower her hand. Hi, Pam.
I'm trying to. Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm
How are
trying
you?
to. Your name as
Okay, so
well.
I'm just going to guide you all a little bit. If you could write questions in the chat if you want to keep it more there, but if you could get it down to a question. The nice thing about my coaching is I don't have to have all the baggage of what's going on in your life to help you get out of it. Just tell me like really specifically, here's my question.
Okay, me, I am on the guilt side. I'm feeling so guilty. I cannot stop blaming myself for all the things that are going wrong in my life, because now it feels like whatever I try, it's never been good enough. So whatever I do, I never get like successful. So this on my mind, I'm not breaking through.
Okay. When you're feeling stuck in the blame game and you're blaming yourself for choices that you've made, you're not trusting your own judgment that that version of you made the decisions you may have needed to make given the information you had at that time. And then you're carrying the baggage of that weight, which is a lot of problem energy, into today's guilt, into today's set of circumstances. And then you continuously look outside of yourself to be like, I got myself into this mess, instead of flipping it and being like, well, here I am. I'm clearly seeing all the things I do not want. I see the choices I made that even led me here, like, oops, right? Like, and using that oops moment for clarity, for learning, for like, well, it got me here, but just because I'm here does not mean it's going to dictate the rest of my life unless I am stuck in the same old every single day. And if you don't know how to get out of that, you don't know how to shelve guilt and shame and self-rejection, it is a heavy energy and it'll keep you compressed down into it. And it will just keep you replaying your past. It will keep making you think the thoughts of, I shouldn't have done that. I wish I had done this. I should have done that. And it's going to keep spinning you there. And it's normal when we make mistakes, but we're here to learn and we're here to expand into what's next. We're not here to stay stuck in the same problem every single day for the rest of our lives. So whether you've been in that problem for 10 days, 10 years, or 10 months, today is a new day. Okay, today is a new day. And what you're feeling, that heaviness, I feel it, as you're speaking, I feel it in your words. And that takes a lot of courage to raise your hand first and be like, I don't want this feeling anymore. This feeling doesn't bring out the best me. This feeling is not a positive mindset. This feeling is a negative mindset. This feeling keeps me tethered to my past. And so when you find me, or when you know you're ready for my content, and I have a free 7-day course, I'm doing the top 10 money blocks workshop again this week. I'm doing a Manifest Love workshop this week that's free. I do a lot of free content for the planet because I know I am meant for people like you feeling a lot of stuck in guilt, shame, and self-rejection, cannot move out of that. And that is the energy of lack, because when you're rejecting yourself, you're not opening yourself up to abundance. You're not saying I'm worthy and deserving for all the love in whatever form to come my way. And I would love to help you flip it. Have you done any of my 7-day free tools yet?
I have registered, yes, but I haven't started, yes. I've got your link and I've registered.
Start, because you're really ready to untether yourself. You're on a path where if it doesn't feel good to you, it's not the truth of who you are. And you need, just like how you have voices in your head that it might be pushing you down, maybe they weren't even your voices to begin with. Now they are. And now they're tethering you to an ick feeling that you no longer want. You have the power to shift that. You have the power to be like, that thought does not make me feel good. The idea of more ease, flow, self-acceptance, that makes me feel a little better. I want to stop being the example of self-rejection, because especially if you have kids and family around, that is,
yes, I've got kids and family, yes.
Then, you want to be as strong and confident as possible, not just for you, but for the people you love. And you might be feeling guilt and shame because you've put yourself, maybe you feel like in this situation and you want to get out and you want to do it and I'm telling you, you can rise. And there's steps, that I would, if you're able to jump into my coaching,
Yes.
if you're able to jump in to my private group coaching experience, jump in, because I would point you to the first lesson people are commenting, I had no idea, in 1 hour, how much people will change, but just by understanding how to get unstuck, just by understanding, really, really, really what's blocking me and how to rebuild and repair trust that everything led you to this moment. And now you're really ready to create change. You got to repair and rebuild trust. It'll knock you out of self-doubt and into self-confidence. There's a flip to this. Okay. So think of why, if you could have anything that you want to manifest, what would it be? If you want, what would it be? If I could be like magic today, what would you want that would be helpful to you?
I can just leave all this behind and focus on the future and what's working for me. Yeah, because it's really training me down. I feel like I'm 1 step forward, but it feels like 5 steps backwards again. Yeah, it's like I'm not moving.
Yeah, and that's just a feeling. Stuck, which is why I've just put my trust mantra up here for you. Stuck is just a feeling. Okay, stuck is just a feeling. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, going backwards is just a feeling. You are always moving forward. You're just carrying the energy of all your past mistakes with you every single day into every single decision. And you can let that baggage go down. And if you don't know how, that is what I'm here to teach you. So start with the free tools if you haven't already. and then jump into my private group coaching if you're ready to really unstuck your blocks and take your life to the next level. Because you guys, I've done this with thousands and thousands of people. I've helped people make millions of dollars. You can look it up. It's just amazing of like, it's not, to me, it's self-worth, it's self-confidence, it's self-respect. Like there are lessons in here that I would guide you to, money, career, purpose, but I would go right into the unstuck your blocks, because where you are really judging yourself is harsh. And how to turn these setbacks into comebacks, like it's a step by step, how to face your past to actually clean it up and move forward and carry a new shift. Like you're not giving yourself the credit. You're more powerful, Pam, than you're giving yourself credit for. And you're allowing yourself right now to be tethered to that. And just know your heart is so much more powerful than your brain. And you're letting your brain win right now with those negative thoughts. So you can use the power of your brain to resync it back up to your heart. And I would love the opportunity to work with you. So I hope you jump in. Lizelle has a
Thank
link.
you. I'll jump in on that 70.
Yeah.
Yes.
If that
Okay.
feels lighter to you, just know that's the truth of who you are. Okay.
Okay. Thank you
And
very
thank you
much.
for courage. There's a lot of people here that helped. So thank you. All right, Dash or Daph, and then Lash. Okay. Or Lash Digi. I like it. I don't know what your name is, but come on in after her. Okay, Dav. You can unmute. And in the meantime, while you're unmuting, I will answer Carrion in the chat. She says, "Hey, Laura, how do you stay in the positive mindset? I'm feeling like I'm always falling back on negative feelings." Whatever you practice the most, you normalize. It's more important that you learn what to do with the negative feelings and how to because you're naturally positive. It just doesn't feel that way because it gets blocked. But happiness is you're in the most natural state. When I teach you guys my happiness lessons, it's happiness is your most natural you. You were born happy. Happiness is your birthright. Happy isn't excited. Happy is like, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm relaxed. It's a bit neutral and calm. And a lot of us don't allow ourselves to relax and just be in our most natural state. You're like, it feels guilty to relax. I can't put my feet up. I got too much to do. And a lot of you are stuck there. And then if you're stuck there, you're not receiving. So you need to work on a positive mindset is actually a more relaxed. Like, yeah, when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling overwhelmed and rushed all the time, that time is not on your side. It's you against time. You never have enough time. You wish there was 100 of you to get all the things done. That you are coming from lack. And that's where I started years ago when I was like, I don't have time for mindset. Who has 10 minutes a day? Like, I don't have time for that. I have 3 kids. I run 3 businesses like that. I was the first to tell anyone that I didn't have time to put myself at the top of my own to-do list, to put my self-care and needs at the top somewhere, not at the bottom. It doesn't have to be first, but are you at least second or third in your life? And if you're not, you're going to be met with wherever you are. So if you're really feeling overwhelmed or stressed and you're like, I'm not on my own list at all, everyone else, I take care of everybody and no one takes care of me. Well, you're broadcasting a signal of, I don't take care of me. Why should anyone else? And you'll feel really undervalued, very underappreciated, and you will manifest lack. You will stay in the energy of, I don't attract anything because I'm not worthy. I don't go on the top of my own list. So be very mindful about that, you guys, because if I'm speaking to your heart right now, I was there. Okay, I was the first to tell you that I take care of my kids, my husband, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my companies, my this, my that. And I was like, where am I on my own list? And if you're at the bottom, what are you broadcasting out to the world in the intangible? Like, what message are you sending of where you place yourself? And if you're waiting for other people to appreciate you, but you don't appreciate you, that should be a ding, ding, ding. And you guys, I'm doing a manifest love and relationships workshop this week of like how to up the game with your relationship with yourself. And then how that ups your relationships in everything from marriage to parenting to relationships with business, friendship, whatever, because it's so true. And if you're a giver, And I'm talking right to you, my big givers in the house. You're a caregiver, you're in the service world, you are a nurse, a teacher, a caregiver of anything. You know, you have a big heart, but you're probably blocking a lot of abundance because you're not receiving. You're last. So that's a very easy way to sink into a negative mindset. So I would definitely work on that first. And you guys, there's the workshops that Lizelle's sharing. They're free this week. My Money Blocks workshop. You could do a take 2 and the Manifest Love workshop. Jump into the 7-day. But like tonight, I'm doing a lesson on how to repair and rebuild trust inside my private group coaching experience. And it is to learn deeply about how to rebuild that in your heart. So if your heart's been shattered, it's been stomped on, you've been betrayed in business, in love, in life, maybe your whole life, this lesson is actually the deepest lesson that I teach. Because trust is the highest manifestation of self-love. And if you're not trusting in yourself, your path, your choices, your judgment, you're not trusting it's going to work out for you. You're trusting more that it's not going to work out for you. You're trusting in the negative outcome more than the positive. Please jump into my private group coaching. You will change the trajectory of not only your life, like I have 3 sons, and I believe wholeheartedly in the next generation and the example you're meant to be. If you are not trusting in yourself and your heart, you are training everyone in your household to not trust. And so if you believe in unconditional love and the ability to find it in your heart, trust is the highest level of love to you from you. And if you're blocking it, you know it because you're constantly in doubt. You're constantly in like self-sabotage mode. You're constantly not trusting anything outside of you. Now I can't trust you unless you change your behaviors. Now I can't trust this, that is going to work out. If you are constantly not trusting, please know, ding, 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 everything that I build is built on trust. Just gonna leave it at that. Trust in yourself, trust in the direction of where you want to be going in your heart. All right, Lash Digi, and I hope to work with you all. Well, tonight for me is either morning for you or I'll be working on that. It's only 9 a.m. here in California. Welcome in.
Hi, Laura. Thank you so much for coming back.
I'm
Okay,
glad
so
to be here.
I'm a very optimistic and resilient person by nature. And I believe it with all my heart, my soul, and being that everything that I want shall come to pass. But now, whenever I try to manifest and I write my affirmations down, I end up thinking about something else. So I wanted to know what could be the problem. What am I doing wrong?
So you're writing down something positive and then your brain's imagining the negative? Is that what you mean?
No, like, I don't know, like, I think I'm being disturbed. I end up thinking about something else. Like what I'm busy affirming, I am a creator, I am blessed, I am love. I will end up thinking about maybe something that happened at work.
Oh, then like you're thinking about a negative as you're saying the positive? Is that what you mean?
No, not necessarily the negative, but
Oh,
something
it's just
else.
not working? You're like, it's not working for me. Where is it?
Other than, I'm thinking about something else other than what I'm doing here, like what I'm manifesting. Maybe I'll think of an event that happened at work.
Okay, is that a negative or positive event at work?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so it sounds like maybe even just a focus. So when I teach you guys how to manifest, it is not just affirmations. It is not just words. Words are powerful, right? I am is a very powerful thing. Many people say, I am never going to get there. I am da, 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 da. So like following the I am with a positive is great. But a lot of times we just say the words in hopes that we can talk ourselves into something we're feeling a lack of. So a lot of times we're like, I am rich, but then like inside you're like, but I'm not, right? Like I am wealthy, but I don't feel that. I open my bank account and I don't see the commas and zeros in all the right places, right? So it's like, what I want to teach you is words are words and they're powerful, but the energy behind your words, your emotional state, what you actually feel to be true behind your words or under your words is where is actually going to be very aligned to your results. So if you're like, I am saying these things, but I'm feeling lack. Like I'm going to say I'm rich, but I'm feeling lack. That misalignment will make you get wishy-washy results. You'll get 50-50. That's the person who just said 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. I'm like, yeah, you're just misaligned. And so you want to match the words to the feeling. And one thing that you want to do, yeah, it's a focus. I love that. Maritza's helping. I love it, Maritza. Thank you. Is like, it's a focusing thing, because when you're misaligned, you'll get distracted because your body's like, no, we're not that. Like, I don't feel that. And then your mind's just going to go off and get distracted. So you want to work towards alignment, not just with the thoughts and words, but with how you feel. And then what you're imagining. And then how you're taking action from what all 3 of those things, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you're imagining. Then we spin it into action. And it's those 4 quadrants of work that I teach you, because it's not just your thoughts, your mindset, right? It's your feelings behind the thoughts. It's what you're imagining to be true for you. And when you take those 3 things and you see where you're off, you're like, well, I'm saying this, but I'm picturing that. Or I'm saying this, but I'm feeling that. And when you start to see the misalignments, I can work with you to, like, what I call clean it up, so you get aligned before you take action. Because if you all knew how powerful you are, which I feel like you do, I'm just here to remind you, you are, you would recognize that misaligned action is the worst action. Because misaligned action, which is like, well, I want to go on this diet today, but I hate my body. All right, but I want to eat really healthy, but I don't love myself. All right, well, I'm like, well, can we love the version of you that's inside that physical body, so we can start to change it, so you can step into a body you love, not a body you hate? Right? We do this like, it's like a learning to, like, anyone could do the, I mean, I used to own gyms for years, so it's very easy for me to like talk about the physical body, but it's the same thing with our bank account. It's the same thing with relationships. If you're not taking aligned action and imagining, you're just describing the perfect example of what misalignment feels like, which is then like, I can't hold the focus on the positive. I don't believe it to be true. So what I train you all first and foremost is how to understand where you stand today and how you feel about where you stand today and where you want to be going. Might feel far, but it doesn't have to be. That's just a feeling. And I will teach you how to close the gap, because it's frustrating to be stuck. It's frustrating to be misaligned. It's frustrating to work hard and not get ahead, right? It's frustrating. So when you're sick and tired of it, it's when you meet me. Because there's enough mindset coaches that just want to go la-di-da, let's make your dreams come true. And I love that. But I really want to be the mindset coach for you all when you're like, what gives? I'm doing all this stuff and I'm not getting ahead. Like, I'm feeling powerless. I'm feeling weak. What are those steps, Laura? And that's where I can really help you. So I want you to just know, from a alignment perspective, what would help you, just to at least give you a step, is to ease your way into it, saying, I clearly desire to feel I am blank more and more each day. And just those words alone, like, I clearly desire to feel blank more and more, will help you like turn up the volume basically on that, versus just being like, I am this. No, I clearly desire to feel more wealthy every single day. I'm wealthy in my relationship with my sons. I'm wealthy in my support I give my friends. I'm wealthy here. I can't wait for that wealth to show up in my bank account or in my business. So I teach you guys how to like warm it up so you can feel it to be true and not reject it. So it's a big step, and I'd love to coach you all in these steps, because what I've built is the step-by-step. Like, you don't have to spend weeks, months, and years unstucking yourselves. You could do it in minutes and hours. As you can tell, like in this live Q&A, I'm just throwing out answers, but I actually built the framework of the how-tos for you all. And the original framework that was my intro course, that was a paid course, is now free. So just start with the free content, and you'll then know if you're meant to be coached by me. If I'm not for you, you swipe away. If I am for you, your heart will be screaming at you. Join in, because I'm just here to unlock. I'm not here to be like, I have all the answers. I'm here to be like, you have all the answers. You're not accessing them. They're in your heart right now. You just got to unstuck yourself. You got to unblock the blocks that are blocking you from yourself, from your potential, from your heart. And many of you have been so hurt or in a lot of pain and things in all kinds of areas that you've got armor around your heart. You've got walls up. And I get that. And I don't even need to hear all the pains that got you to the negative to help you out, which is the beauty of mindset coaching. It's very different than therapy. I'm not here to poke all the problems. Therapists send me people. It's just a very different modality that I offer. It's a very different set of coaching. And I want you to remind yourself that I don't have to fix myself today. I'm not broken. Broken is a feeling. Broken is a feeling. It's a belief based on where you've been. And yeah, so you have to continuously shift and know that every day is a new day. I want you to wake up and be like, I'm different today. And when you do the Unstuck Your Blocks course, you guys, inside the private group coaching, I mean, you really, like, you create a new relationship with change. Like, you change your relationship with change itself. You learn how to draw the line in the sand and stop tolerating the same old stuff in your life. How to speak your truth, like with courage. You learn how to make the space for what's to come. You learn all the things, right? All the things that I teach, which are, it took me over 25 years. And, you know, it's amazing. You'll just know. Yeah, start with the 7-day. It means words must align with your body and subconscious mind. Yeah, I mean, you can explain it like that. Yeah, but it's more than that. It's just it's a lot of things. That's part of it. It's part of it. There's alignment is everything. And if you're misaligned, you know it. You're getting wishy-washy results. You're not getting the results you want. I clearly desire to tap into more and more abundance every single day. You know, it's just the more and more. I clearly desire to feel blank more and more each day. What would that be for you? What do you want to feel more and more every day? And write it down. Like, I clearly desire to feel more blank every single day from this day forward. And that's going to be more beneficial than just the I am that. Like, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am abundant, because your brain, it knows too much. It's going to try to hold you back. All right, one more question, and then and then you guys, I'm jumping onto TikTok. And if you go here, this is my TikTok. It's like with Lizelle's info right there. It's just that link right there is my TikTok. And then for my courses and my programs, okay, starting even with the 7-day. So that's my TikTok. Make sure you go there. Visit me on TikTok. I'm going to be on TikTok for the next 30 minutes answering questions. You can keep asking me questions there. And then that link that I just posted is the link to my main website. Okay, and that connects back to Lizelle. So that's amazing. I could do like one more question, or I could leave you with some words. Leave you with some positive words.
I
Okay.
see there is a question from Sue. I will read it for you quickly. She
Okay.
says, hi, Laura. So is it a trust issue in myself if I expect to not get results because I have not had results in a specific area? So you kind of just expect what you always get, even though you try and improve and stay consistent. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get down.
Yes, I get it. It
Yeah, you
is
get
a trust issue because you're in self-doubt, which is the opposite of trust. You're trusting more in the negative outcome because that's all you've seen. And if you don't learn to create a reference point, even if it's imaginary at first, you will keep doing the same old, because your brain's like, well, we know what we do when we are hit upon this, roadblock, we do this. And your brain is just like that little neuropath, and your brain knows exactly how to respond with the same thought, same set of actions, same everything. Angelique, I love, you're right on with me. So it's just, you guys, it's just, Again, like where you are doubting yourself is just where you're trusting in the negative outcome more than the positive. And I would love to teach you how to normalize, like tonight's lesson, or, you know, in the next 24 hours, what gets posted is so life-changing because you stop trying to trust in the negative and you learn how to trust in the positive, especially if you've never been there before. And that's scary to your brain, but your brain has to start in an imagined place, because if you don't have a reference point to like pull from, like to work towards a new one, it will continuously recreate your old ones. And that's just how our brain works. It's like science. Like if, you know, you can send up a prayer, you can like work so hard, you could do all these things. But if you don't shift your mindset and how you're taking action, what you believe to be true about yourself and where you're going, you will keep getting the same results. And you have to get to the point that you're so sick and tired of it. You're done with it. You're ready to draw the line in the sand with courage and learn my flip it, learn to shift your mindset. You got to be like, something else has to give here. And I'm ready. I'm ready to learn the steps. And if you're ready to learn the steps, you're open to creating change, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. So if you're not ready and you're like, I want to just get the same old, I trust it. And I'm like, fine, like maybe I'm not for you. I don't have a need to like push myself upon you. I really know my tools absolutely work. And I know they shortcut you. And I think you'll see in the community, even today, I know it's tonight for you all, but right now I'm going to hop on TikTok live for 30 minutes. So join me there and post questions to me in there. And then I'm going to do a member welcome and wins event at the top of the hour in 30 minutes. So that is on Zoom. And that link is on my Instagram story right now. And you're welcome to join in that and just hear the wins that are happening. Because sometimes when you see other people winning and being like, I had no idea like that I could change in under a week, you know, you just know when you're ready. I'm just going to put it at that, because I don't need to drag any of you through the door of change. You got to be ready to step through the door of change. You got to be ready to be like, I'm ready to create my next chapter. I'm done with this fix it, like I'm broken, things are all out of whack in my life kind of energy. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. And it doesn't mean that you'll be leaving people behind. It means that you'll be elevating your family with you. Nothing's more powerful. I'm a mama. My kids are 20, 18, and 14. Nothing's more powerful than seeing a parent rise. Okay, nothing's more powerful. I remember it when I was 6 years old, seeing my mom battle cancer, and she's 77. She's celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Actually, she turns 77, October 22nd, tomorrow for me here. And, you know, she's alive and she's here. Why? She gave her brain a new reference point. Otherwise, she would have just gotten the same results with the cancer throughout her body. And, you know, they had told her 2 years to live. And she's here, a living testament to everything that I teach every single day all over the world. So just know whatever you're struggling with, even if it's a life or death situation, or it's just like a money struggle, like minimize that. It feels big, but your dreams and your ability to change and tap into your heart is way bigger than your problems. So do it. Do my 7-day free manifesting content. Jump into any of my free workshops this week. And if you have the means to jump into my private group coaching experience, it's $159 a month, US dollars. It's life-changing. See in 1 month how much your life can change. Okay. If you guys use the code, I think it's DGC code, you get like a huge percentage off the first month. So like, just use that today. Okay. Just jump in, use that code DGC on the checkout promo and jump in. All right. I'll see you on TikTok. Follow me across social media. If you want to hop into my Zooms and stuff, check out me on Instagram, Laura St. John 44, and on TikTok. And I hope to work with you, Lizelle. I hope to see you in Malibu.
Yes, thank you so much. Guys, I just want to say, it's so easy for me to have asked Laura to come on, because you know what, when I made my first million, it wasn't surprising for me. And you will always hear her say it was it was amazing, but not surprising. It's not really about the money. It's about what's blocking us from having the life that we want. And oh my goodness, if you have a little bit of piece of what she's been saying in the global community and what she's been saying here and last week, you cannot imagine how she peels off the layers inside of your heart and how you get healing in areas that you never thought possible. You can actually manifest stuff and you've got that new reference point. But it's amazing. So I'm going to see you guys also tonight at 8 in our global community. I'm actually touching on mindset there, which is amazing. So thank you guys for joining. I'll load the recording inside the community. You guys must have an awesome, awesome night. Cheers for now.